want to call in. Of course, we've got other folks calling in from around the country. U.S. access code.
Our own people tried to send us.
Last Resort, an ABC Columbus series premiere, Thursday, September 27th, 8/7/7. Watching all the way to now,
5 giving away as a product, or in some cases, when they choose to resell that lifestyle clothing line. But when you're reselling or giving away the product to our consumers, to our customers, is access to this lifestyle clothing line that gives them access to content as well as to that is going to have the number of first package that you are giving someone access to. Okay? Very powerful. Again, the product calling. We're going to talk maybe about the opportunity to have a little bit of that, but we're refreshing on the product calling that we got in there. All right, so that was one of the products that we talked about, the lifestyle club cards. Today, let me tell you just how powerful this is. Today, I got started from one of our teammates out of Washington. The coworker said, hey, I met someone that wants to go on a vacation. Now, apparently, it hasn't even launched, and they were looking to see if they could potentially take a cardiac surgeon even before launch. I don't know if that's going to be able to do that since it hasn't launched just yet, but I want you to see the power of that. If someone comes to the call, and I don't know if this is a feeling or this was just someone that the call knows, that is going on a vacation, they're going on a vacation, they want to see, hey, is it possible for me to get a condo, an 8-day, 7-night condo, instead of paying $15, $16, $17, perhaps from a customer standpoint, only paying a half of that, maybe 50, 60% off. And then the second of our products is going to be lifestyle dollars. We as a business will purchase lifestyle club cards, and let's assume that, for example, you probably give them away a value, and we're going to be purchasing lifestyle dollars as affiliates. Now, these will be our samples, those of you that were a part of a funding company that would deal with auctions. You gain samples of bids to your customers. When you go to places, our samples will be the club cards and the lifestyle dollars. The club cards and the lifestyle dollars. Now, if you were at a mall and you were going to the movie court and you had the folks there, maybe they were giving some samples, maybe it's the pizza spot, all right? They're giving samples. Well, they might have cheese pizza, and they might even have, say, like a spinach pizza. And they want to get samples of both. We're going to have samples of lifestyle club cards, samples of lifestyle dollars to be able to give away to our consumers. Now, what the hope is that our consumers, our customers, will then utilize those samples, and as we mentioned before, last evening, the lifestyle dollars raises. A person, if they have a lifestyle club card, they go to a condo venue, they get a condo for, let's say, half point $799 for an 8-day, 7-night stay, and opposed to a $1,600 pricing that would be go. If you gave them 200 lifestyle dollars, that's like a $200 coupon. We're essentially going to have an internal coupon. Because in this example, they always say 50% just because you gave them access to the internet. They gave 60%. Now they just gave them an example an extra $200 that they don't have to come out of their pocket with. So in this example, their condo excursion, their vacation was only $599. So they got savings up front because they came from us. Then they got further savings with the lifestyle dollars. Now, remember also that the lifestyle dollars can be used in the lifestyle mall. So we have a lifestyle mall. Now, Mike Rivers, one of the principal owners of the company, said, hey guys, you're not going to see all of us had a very successful traditional manufacturing enterprise, company like Motorola, over kinds of years, and he sold that enterprise for tens of millions of dollars, but he maintained very strong connections to manufacturers. So last night we discussed that already manufacturers and companies are coming to gofunplaces saying, we want our product in your mall. There'll be some cooling-offs, there'll be some in-times that don't expect this one to go next month. Many times there'll be some cooling-offs, there'll be some private label type products. Some of these will be very high-end, maybe high-end electronics, some of these may be clothing, that they might be things like skin care. Remember, we said last night, for those of you who were with us, is what we're seeing with gofunplaces is a combination of a revenue sharing model that people were doing with the company called works. However, I'm going to show you how gofunplaces is on that model. We're really excited about that model. Plus, it incorporates the excitement, the fun, the curvaceousness, I dare say the sexiness of travel. We saw companies like Go Travel News, or referred to as YTV, or even now companies like Global Ventures. My niece is a senior in college. She's a Global Ventures affiliate. Well, she now is become a affiliate. And here she is in college, and because of the Florida part of Global Ventures, she's traveled to Vegas, she's traveled to Orlando, she went to go to school in North Carolina, she's traveled, I think, she's in Texas and what have you. So here's a college student who's excited about travel, so she's heard about gofunplaces, and that just makes sense to her. As a matter of fact, she started saying, hey, I want to bring this to my college mates because they probably know what we're interested in. So let me take the attraction, the excitement, the fun, the curvaceousness, the respect, the sexiness of travel, and then you add to that the inclusiveness of products that you can use with Amway. You know what? It takes us a while to get to that, okay? But when you think about Amway has a lot of other people's stuff in their portfolio where you can go and essentially buy from yourself. Now, I want you to understand the power of this because in time there will be some products in our restaurant mall where we've got a direct tie to manufacturers coming out all those years in and you're women that increase the price of things. That is the company, large and largest. In some cases, the company will be able to have products that are actually cheaper than regular retail prices in the mall. In some cases, will be cheaper than what you're going to get elsewhere because some of these products will cut out the middleman for women. And even if the price is the same of some of the products and services that you would normally see online at another place, because our customers will be able to go find lifestyle house. To think about this, there are companies that are doing quite well in the e-commerce space that have a cashback mall, 2% cashback, 3% cashback, 5% cashback. And I can mention a couple of them that are doing phenomenally well. And we may even have something like that as well. But let me tell you, lots of lifestyle malls is even more important. See, Universal is a 2% cashback, 3% cashback, 5% cashback, and maybe you get your cashback in a month, or maybe you get it in let them, you might get 2% cashback during the month, and then at the end of the year, 12 months, you might get an extra 3 or 4 or 5% cashback. But you know what? For 12 months, you get that extra 3 or 4 or 5% cashback. Now, if I'm going to take it, give you more money, give you a cashback, sure, give it back, sure. But how would you like this? You go into the lifestyle mall, your customer goes to the lifestyle mall, get upset with the company, you're going to set the conversation, all right? Go into the lifestyle mall, and you get your $100 item, all right? And let's say the $100 is a fair market value item. You went to ABC ABC.com, you find that same item for $100. You go online, you find that same item for $100. In a mall, let's say it's going for $100. But because you and I, as affiliates for people's purchase lifestyle goals, give them away, give them away a sample, as the attraction to consumers to come into our mall, as the attraction to consumers to come into the content or the cruise booking engine. Now let's say that this particular item, that because we have allow a person to take lifestyle goals and make them full purchase. In other words, you may be engaged on one of your lifestyle goals, but he can't go and find one of your lifestyle goals for a $30 price. Alright? What he can do is apply maybe 20, maybe 25. Each product may have a different amount of lifestyle goals that we apply to it based on the margins and things of that nature. Alright, let's say he applies 20 of the lifestyle goals to that purchase. She applies 20 lifestyle goals to his purchase. So it really only cost her $80. Now that was $20 real savings. Now we all go to the store and we got a rebate. Okay, we had to mail in that rebate. Let's call that the 2%, 3%, 5% cash back law. And again, I would like to see that I talked about, but just from a consumer standpoint, the more we can buy from ourselves, the more we can buy from our local system, the better for everyone. The more registered company, the more consumer activity that will go well for regulators. Okay, so now, here you have the send in this cash rebate. We've all probably seen those. And then there are times when you go to the store, there's an instant rebate. There's an instant rebate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what this is. This is an instantaneous, and they apply to the lifestyle goals that you give them, they instantly solve it. And it is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Very powerful. Extremely powerful. That is Scotty Pippen. And I want us to make sure we get that. That's Scotty Pippen. Now that we have Scotty on the team, now we've got a great complementary piece. Now, as far as the company is concerned, customers are the Michael Jordan. Remember, I was part of the company. So I've been on both sides. I've been on the executive side. I've been on the ownership side. I've sat in with the marketing consultant. Say, hey, it's not so much about the affiliate as it is customers. And the affiliate helps to attract customers. So you build a powerful compensation model to attract affiliates that become your word of mouth advertisers so that eventually you attract more and more people like customers. Now, with that being said, I put my affiliate hat on, and it's the income opportunity that you and I are largely interested in. The bottom line is the bottom line. Let's talk about that. Now that we have a basis of the type of product and the power of the products, let's talk about the income opportunity. I'm going to talk about these two forms of compensation. I haven't counted them all. There's probably 6 or 7 in all. I'm going to make sure we thoroughly understand that these two Thursday night break. If not, then we have tomorrow night to start to share some of the just a moment here. Give me just a moment. All right. The first component is going to be the daily revenue sharing. Now, the company is going to call this the business builder bonus pool. Now, I think it's something this is one of my put out to the corporate offices last week. So many leaders who were out there last week. It was great to talk with Kathy and Mike, who were there today. Mike representing pretty large group of about 25,000 folks that were connected in some revenue the company will have just how cool it is to be. From a consumer standpoint, every time someone goes into a condo or a cruise engine, if they purchase a condo vacation or a cruise vacation, there will be a price that they pay. They may have some lifestyle dollars in here to apply towards that, but even though they apply the lifestyle dollars, there's still going to be some profits for the company. So let's say if they paid $7.99 for a condo, $8.99 let's say a condo, they applied 200 lifestyle dollars, so they actually paid $5.99, so they come out of their pocket with $5.99. Well, the company will make some profits on that $5.99. All right, so anytime someone books a condo or a cruise, the company is going to have some profits there. The company's going to have some profits. So that could be a conditional sale value that goes into the pool, or the 50% going into the pool. What about the goes into the e-commerce world? They go to the lifestyle mall. $100 watch. They apply $29, they put out a credit card, debit card, they in fact pay $80. Don't know that much cost the company. In most cases, it could be profitable, but they have some loss leads or loss equity, or maybe they have an iPad that is very, very low margin on there, but they put that iPad in the home, they could have products and so on. You go to grocery store and they have buy one get one free. They go to a fast food restaurant, you order on the 99 menu. They're thinking that they're going to be the upselling or fries or something else, or even though you got there because of the 50% off sale, you see something else that attracts the eye, you want to spend more money, or you have a big experience and you come back again, no different, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so on the e-commerce, there are going to be products and services moving all the time. All the time. Oh, by the way, there's no limit to what they can do. There's no limit. There could be products and services in time that limit themselves to a residual or recurring. Maybe someone, maybe they run into a skincare line. Doesn't mean that I have to be a skincare dental person. All right, but if someone that I give lifestyle dollars to, or someone I can give lifestyle dollars to them, and that turns goes into skincare, and some of that goes into the pool, I would just take the money. I'm not going to send it back. Hey, if they have hair care products and I have it over here, I promise you, if I make money or get credit for it, I'm not sending it back. How about that? All right, so e-commerce, anything from e-commerce, that could generate revenue for the company. What about a monthly subscription? As an affiliate, we want to upgrade. There's going to be a $20 monthly subscription, a $50 monthly subscription, a $100 monthly subscription. There is a free affiliate position, and you'll be able to generate some revenue. You won't be able to generate all of the revenue. So the question is, do you want some of the money or do you want all of the money for the upgraded position? That monthly subscription. Now think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we've got 1.3 million folks that are registered. Now, I don't expect 100% of these folks once the gates open to come through the gates. But a percentage of those folks will, and then we begin to build upon that and build upon that. So you can see those $20 levels, $60 levels, $100 levels. Remember, with those subscriptions, you're getting value-added services, and with those subscriptions, you're also getting lifestyle dollars. Let's remind you of this. $20 off. You're going to get 10 lifestyle dollars among other things. $50 off. You're going to get 25 lifestyle dollars among other things. $100 off. You're going to Make sure you're going to share today $250,000, $250,000 based on this. $450,000 based on this. Now, when you and I purchase lifestyle hours or lifestyle platforms, and we give away the hours, the lifestyle hours, give away the lifestyle platforms, and it's not, it's just like in a previous picture where it was as simple as having someone register, name, email address, maybe a couple of things. It's going to be that simple to give away the lifestyle hours and the lifestyle platforms. Now, here's the difference. Here's what I think is going to make a difference. Because we're giving away something that could have a value of $3,000 in the market, I think $3,000 for that type of access, $1,000 a year. Because we're going to have something of value like lifestyle hours in a way that essentially is our control. It essentially allows someone to have an instant rebate. It essentially allows someone to save maybe 20, 25% of what they anyway. I believe we're going to have a much greater conversion of giving samples away to those samples turning out into transactions. Notice the brilliance even of the lifestyle law. Notice the brilliance. $100 item. They're not going to allow Joe Adler or Joe Customer to use $500 of lifestyle laws for their purchase. Maybe 20, maybe 25. Each product is there. What does that mean? Transaction. Transaction. A consumer transaction. Will that flow well when we're dealing with regulators? Yes. But what do regulators want to see? Transactions, transactions, transactions. Not just from affiliates. Not just from affiliates. But from my brother, I love you, but doesn't mean I'm not going to do it all in her life. What are we all going to do? Come and go from places and transact, transact, transact. Save money, transact. Go and have fun, transact. Go on a cruise, transact. When you get a buy my birthday gift from my work, go to the football, transact. Buy a birthday gift for me. Buy a birthday gift for me. Get it done with my lifestyle that I'm going to give you, and then send it right here. And then I give you think about that. What's going to happen during giving season? What's going to happen when it's university time? What's going to happen when it's time when university and whatever it is that you may celebrate or maybe you get initiative? What are you going to do? You're going to go to the mall. What are you going to take them to? They're going to go to the mall. Okay, here we go. All right, so then, anytime we give away or give away the lifestyle cards, what simply goes on their register rules. That generates credits for us. So if you gave away 100 lifestyle hours, 100 credits. If you gave away 10,000 lifestyle hours, 10,000 credits. So what they're going to do is they're going to take the revenue, 500,000, divide it by the average working hour rate of 50%. They're going to pay out $250,000 in rewards that day, and they're going to divide that by the number of outstanding credits in the system. Let's say if you have cars 15 million credits. What happens here is Casey Gillespie got some credits. And so it's added. She got some credits. Bruce Harvey has some credits. Jason Hawkins has some credits. And Isaac Gunn has some credits. Eva Howard has some credits. So all these folks, William and Sheila and Diane and Robert and Cora and John and John again and Mike and Samantha and Francis and Shelley and Alicia and Tracy, all these folks got credits. So what they do is they take the revenue, divide by the number of outstanding credits in the system, and this is going to generate a reward per credit. Please notice the language. Notice, I never said percentage. We don't ever say, never. is they take the revenue, divide by the outstanding credits, or the revenue they're going to share that day, and divide by the outstanding credits, and that's going to give them a reward per credit. So in this example, all you do is let's calculate it. You guys can see this. Calculate the math on your end. Take 2,000 as an example. That's what this square is. Divide by 16. And you come up with, well, I think I did one, I think it's 250 divided by 16. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to slide through this. All right, and you come up with this example, and you come up with 0.0156, which is called 0.0156. Okay. All right, now what's this mean? Every credit in the system would get a reward of 0.0156 per credit. Now, we're going to pay this reward in lifetime dollars. So we're not paying in cash money, though you will be able to convert lifetime dollars into cash money. We'll talk about that in just a few moments, okay? They're going to pay this reward in lifetime dollars. This is an internal currency. They're going to pay this reward in lifetime dollars. So what does this mean? If you have 100 credits in your credit pool, notice my terminology. I did not say credit bank. I did not say credit bank. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Stay away, you want to stay away from any terminology that sounds like banking terms or investment terms. So, if you have 100 credits in your credit pool, you want to earn 0.0156 times 100 credits, or you want to earn a reward that day of 1.56 lifetime dollars. If you have 1,000 credits in your credit, notice my terminology, pool, not bank, my credit pool, you will earn 15.6 in lifetime dollars. If you have 10,000 credits in your credit pool, notice my terminology, you will make 156 lifetime dollars in this example. Now notice everyone, whether it's Joe Average, Susie Average, Joe Star, Susie Star, Joe Superstar, QC, huge organization, Susie Superstar, everyone is the same reward per credit. You can say, hey, I want to convert lifetime dollars to cash and request that as a payment. I want some money. Okay? You'll be able to convert up to 60% of your daily reward to cash. So this is very, very, very important. Very important. Okay? But you know what? I don't say it all. Well, let me tell you why they have that up to 60% cash. One of the things that a little company I was related to, when the regulator came in, not fully understanding the law, they said, hey, if everybody converted everything to cash, 100% to cash, there'd be a run of the system. And what gofunplaces have done is they have studied very carefully what companies that have never registered sharing money before, what they do right, what their sticking points, what are issues. So now, even if everyone said, hey, I want the max amount of cash going into my pocket, there's not a rule on the system. I want that percent in, and frankly, you see why that's such a big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. Alright, so, you'll be able to say, hey, I want to convert 60% of my daily cash reward. I want that in cash. Now, as far as I understand, in terms of your commissions, when you have those and they purchase lifestyle dollars, you get a commission on that. That is in cash. And I understand that you would know 100% of that cash. Now I'm speaking specifically about the daily reward. The daily reward. Based on the company revenue that day, divided by the number of outstanding credits in the system, and then obviously the number of credits you have in your own individual credit pool. Okay? Alright, now, some of us are going to use early on to all those lifestyle dollars to maybe give them away. For instance, an example, if you decide, well, I don't really convert any of the cash right now. I want to give these lifestyle dollars away. When you do so, you generate 156 more credits. Let's assume a person did that. You don't have the option. You don't get the money to do it. You make that choice, okay? We'll share with you as the system starts to launch what our formula will be that you can consider what we plan on doing. It doesn't mean you have to follow it exactly. But I'm going to give you some ideas. All right, here we go. So if you decided to take the 156 lifestyle dollars and give them away, then the next season, instead of having 10,000 credits in your credit pool, you have 10,156 credits. And then the next day, you can say, might have 10,800 change. Now, this ratio of this reward per credit, please hear about terminology. This reward per credit is going to differ from day to day. It might be 22,156 one day. It might be 21,178 another day. It might be 21,128 another day. It might be 1,082 another day. It is dependent on conditional cell phone divided by the outstanding credits in the system. Okay, now, your credits will have a 100-day lasting. Your credits will have a 100-day lasting. What does this mean? Some of us have proposed the system very successfully, and we were excited about it because we had a 90-day lifetime, which is what they call points. 100 days. This is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. That's 10% lifespan. Now think about this. Think about this. How many of you would like to add 10% to your chance you could be well above 10,000 credits. And so one of the things that we want to do with a compensation model is we want to be mindful of credit scores higher, and we want to be replacing credits as we go. So that 100 days from now, this is now the first day of regular or the business of your school, I'm going to have more credits 100 days from now than what I have today. So that when my credits today retire in 100 days, I still am working from a larger credit when I was started. That's the key. Okay? To have a 100-day life cycle with these credits. Okay? So now what we know, 50% of the revenue we discussed, some places where the revenue is going to come from, practically you see the power of the product, and why this is generating some huge revenues, not only coming from marketing purchases, but coming from the actual movement of products and services, regardless as to whether or not those folks are tied into the compensation model, and that plays very well for the regulars. Up to 60% of the daily cash reward you'll be able to convert into, I think it comes from the first e-cash, but all that means is that you'll be able to request those funds. Remember, we're going to start off using pay2.com as one of the payment solutions. So I strongly suggest that you go to pay2, two O's on that, if you're not on the webinar, pay2.com, and you will get your account registered so that once everything starts to open up, you can already have your bank account verified on those days. Now, I do not know if there's going to be a limited time for the time you request e-cash has to be on your hand at the time that is actually paid out. What we see in this industry is companies that, pay out monthly, or companies that pay out weekly, or companies that pay out every 2 weeks. But in a previous environment, the company paid out weekly, but required a 2-week, full-time process. And I'm telling you, I saw tremendous value in that because we did have some situations where people had some hacking challenges, and in many cases, because of that 2-week window, we were able to get issues resolved so that their cash request didn't go to some hacker. Okay? So I don't know if there's going to be a time delay or a time lag. Even if there is, like a 2-week time delay, once you get to the point where you are requesting money on a regular basis, you will be in on. Alright, alright, so I'm not sure that's what I don't know. Alright, now, so we talked about, to me, this is the most important part of the compensation plan. Because this is where Joe average and Sue average can make money, even if they're not quick or what have you. Now, what are the quick requirements here? Okay? You're going to need to have customers registered to give away the lifestyle cards and lifestyle dollars. Now, the company cannot promote third-party vendors. Some of you that have had customers registered previously in other vendors, I will tell you there are already in cost of the vendor, so that Joe average, Susie average, maybe they don't know how to use Facebook yet, they don't know how to use Twitter yet, they don't know how to do this yet to generate, customers on this yet. Practically don't be possible and some of the things that we're making some connections, we've had some phenomenal calls that are part of our team places, many far more skilled than I am. I'm a presenter, I'm a trainer. All the nuances of the company. But now he wants to train you on Facebook I'm not the leader that you come to. All right, we're making the connection with the folks that really know how to leverage Facebook and Skype and obviously Twitter, Twitter and LinkedIn and some of these other sources so you can start developing. Even though this conversation plan is going to greatly assist Joe into the average, I don't want you Joe into the average. If you say, I'm Joe into the average, and that's all I'm ever going to be. No, I'm not saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're hearing right now is a developed skill set. When I look at this industry, one of these things I'm going to have a microphone. And Karen's going to tell you how pathetic she said I was pathetic on that day. But when I looked at this industry, and I was looking at this industry, I looked at it with more of her and more of her, and she said I was horrible. That's what she did. I'm not going to claim that I was horrible. But I developed this skill set over 15 years. There's no reason why you can't also develop the skill set of how to manage LinkedIn or how to manage Facebook or how to manage Twitter or whatever. So just leverage. You can make money as you get started. Don't just feel like, hey, I'm just so average and that's not what I am. I had a conversation today with a buddy on how to make this. And I had a pretty healthy self-esteem. And he started sharing some things that he picked up. He was on a webinar last night. And he started sharing some things on the webinar. And you know what? He really started solutions. He really started solutions. And I said, wow, I didn't see it like that. I said something that really impacted me. I'm like, you know what? I didn't see it like that. Well, John, average, I want you to follow. I want faith in you. You don't have a lot of faith in yourself. Follow. My faith in you. I believe in you. When you pray, she believes in you. I believes in you. That you believe in you. Why are you still texting? Somebody wants you. You do somebody believes in you. But you can make money as you just start Joe Average. Ultimately, Joe Average wants to be Joe Average. Then I want to be Joe Star. Then I want to become Joe Superstar. You superstar. Okay? So when you come to register, many of us are familiar with that, and it's a simple process. Simple process. It's not that difficult. We're going to get custom registered. We're going to get one lifestyle card and a lifestyle card. We're going to create credit. Number two, we're going to place an ad a day. See, one of the things that one of these companies did, like an ad a day, and yet one of the performance standards was you place an ad a day. Ladies and gentlemen, in 18 months, in 18 months, that performance criteria took that company from nobody knowing who they were to the 130th most visited site in the world. Why wouldn't you put that performance criteria in the system? 130 in the world? So we're going to place that day. And I'm a fan of those ad-facing systems. And we take the couple minutes of the time to place an ad. Why pay for an ad-placing system? Give someone the keys. Give someone the login information to your bank account. Because as you build up your credit card, why wouldn't you let someone have access to your accounts where they can do anything else? Place your ad. Small perspective. Small perspective. Okay. All right. Now, what do you believe the big difference is going to be in terms of a registered customer ultimately becoming a paid customer? The product. The product. And you do just as much on excursion. We're going to take a YouTube video of the product. After the product, we'll take something else, the product. That's the main difference. Is I believe we're going to have a much higher conversion of people that take our samples and then actually come into our system, use those samples, lifetime downloads or lifetime football, and transact. And then prepare to come back and do it again and again and again and again. And it's no wonder that they're not a part of the community. Okay? Let's talk about the referral side. Let's talk about what happens when you refer another community. This is where it is extremely powerful. All right, you can think of it. And typically, now, we're not promised. And I'm not going to be promoting the free community on a big time basis. Obviously, it has some major legal merits, regulatory line, free position. I like the fact that the company is just going to call it a free community. A free community can refer our own members and receive a 3% commission. A 3% commission. Let's make Jumbo Free Affiliate refers students upgrade affiliate. Jumbo Free Affiliate refers students upgrade affiliate. Student upgrades channel office subscription. Student purchases one of the product packages. Give me a moment. Let me notice you for the product packages as I saw them last week. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I need to go back. There will be requirements. All right. Starting off, you want to going forward, there's going to be additional requirements in terms of paying customers every 100 days. I believe that number is 2. Very simply, my strategy that I will be using as it relates to having plenty of plenty of paid customers. I'll show you my strategy. I won't at the time, but I'll share that with you. Okay? Once your credit totals get to a certain level, I've heard 10,000 credits, I've heard 25,000 credits. I don't know exactly what that amount is going to be. It's going to be a decent credit amount. Then there's going to be additional qualifications, not unlike what you see in our traditional structure of our company. For instance, if you are a distributor, you typically are required to have a certain amount of sales volume, whether you buy it, whether you sell it, or any combination of the two. And when you jump up to Ruby distributor, you got to have a little more volume. You jump up to Onyx distributor, you got to have a bit more volume. If you jump up to Grand Sapphire, Green Ruby, Blue Emerald, you got to have some sorry. From that standpoint, it's not that different. Don't worry about the requirements now because once you because I don't know what they're going to be, but we already have strategy in place, so that's not even going to be an issue. Don't worry about that. What I'm doing is 1% of your credit totals. And some of you may remember that was something that was going to happen when you enterprise. affiliate prefers Susan. Susan upgraded the affiliate. And let's say that Susan purchases a package, but these are those package denominations right now. She can purchase a $150 package. She can purchase a $500 package. Now, each one of these packages will cover a certain amount of lifestyle supplements, lifestyle downloads, and some other things. Okay? She can purchase a $750 package. She can purchase a $1,500 package. Give me a moment. She can purchase a $500 package. $5,000 package. A $7,500 package. And a $12,500 package. Okay? I'm going to go $5,000 just for relatively minor issues. Okay? So let's say that Joe, freight affiliate, refers Susan upgrade affiliate. Susan makes a $5,000 purchase of a package, which includes a lifestyle. By the way, you should know that when Susan takes away all of her lifestyle dollars and all of her lifestyle programs associated with that $5,000 purchase, Susan gets $250 referral credits. So she actually gets credits in her credit pool that for her outlay of dollars has to be. And if she chose to read up on the lifestyle programs at a specific price, she can let that price be away. But if she chose to sell those at a particular price, she can generate $9,000 in commissions that will be in her case. Powerful. Okay? All right. So the affiliate John would still get 3% commission on her $5,000 purchase. I'm not used to seeing a free affiliate commission that couldn't move on. A free affiliate has to register system for a free affiliate. Now, if a free affiliate can get paid $1,000, what do you think Verizon store for those of us who are affiliates? Let's share that with you. Okay? Okay. Give me a moment. I got to switch back and forth with the slides so I can make sure that I get this right. Now, let's think about some powerful things. Okay? But one of these things is, even folks, particularly if you are part of a company and you're, living in down and knowing what have you, or something that I don't have permanent money. I've never worked for much. Well, but you have to work. You have to go. You have some determination. If you really start with an organization, even in conditions, and enjoy so, then that can allow you resources to be able to upgrade. Oh, by the way, the free affiliate also gave 3% and matching credits. So this example, the free affiliate would make $150 cash. Now, we would also generate 150 credits. Now, if you have that, the free affiliate does not earn in the daily business until they have either updated the system or they sold enough of the monthly subscriptions to qualify them for it. Let's say they upgrade to $50 a month subscription, they now will start earning on those 150 credits that they just earned. Okay? So this is one of the reasons why we don't want to oversell the free affiliate fees, but it is a very important piece from a legal compliance regulatory standpoint, as well as there might be occasions where you have someone that, purchase anything, but you need to, refer or sample or certain amount. So let me just show you the path of least resistance, okay? You will only director if you have 20 MPV, $20 from monthly personal loans with MPV stands for. Okay? So if John upgrades to the $20 a month subscription, he is a director. Now what happens is John gets a 5% commission and 5% in credits. When John refers to the field, that makes a package purchase. Instead of 3% as he gets 5% commission and 5% in credits. In the same example, that same $5,000 purchase, John is generating $250 in commissions and 250 credits in his credit pool. Now, I want you to get this. We built a very powerful organization in the previous company that had a revenue sharing model over 400,000 employees in a 7-month time frame. We had folks on our team generating, hear me, 6 figures monthly cash in hand. Cash in hand on a monthly basis, 6 figures. And what we got from the referral side was commissions, but we didn't get the extra bonus of credits. We had one dude on our team from Raleigh, from Pennsylvania, that had 1.4 million what we would call access to credits. But he didn't get any bonus credits. Brian from Pennsylvania, did you get that money? Did you get it? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I thought he was professional. But let me explain to what we're saying because we don't have a get that. See, understand, maybe John Edwards doesn't have a large sum of discretionary funds because that's the only funds you should be using to make your package purchases. Don't go buy $12,500 worth of product or sample. It's $12,500 what you hurt your budget. If you got it, if you like a buddy, if you talk here, if you like a buddy kid and you got it, wonderful. If that is going to be distracted, you got to go, oh, no, don't do that. We can put on our page and we can put on a shirt and we do that and we can share it on our Facebook and we'll be critical. All right, director. Not only does director now get 5% from their personal referrals purchases, but they also qualify for the second generation. And on the second generation, they get 3%. The second generation, they get 3%. Now, but the second generation, okay, if you referred Joe is on your first level. Or he's your first generation. Okay? If Joe refers Cynthia is on your second level. Or your second generation. You refer Joe, like you gave birth to Joe. Joe now starts a family of his own. Joe has your granddaughter. Cynthia is on your second getting paid in lifestyle minerals every day. If they take a portion of all those lifestyle minerals and give it to the way that you're ready for breakfast, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You're paid again. And then the next thing that happens, you're paid again. The next thing that happens, you're paid again. The next thing, again. 3% on the second level. Okay, now let's go to senior director. Senior director. Half of these positions, what I'm sharing with you, half of these positions, senior director, $50 in the monthly personal law. $50 personal law, $50 subscription, that's $50. Okay? Anyone who is working personal level is going to generate 7% in commissions. That's over cash. 7% in credits. Power. That's $5,000 purchase. You made $350 in cash. You made $350 in credits. Add to your credit. On your second generation, 3%. On your second generation, 3%. Okay? That's as a senior director. Now we are about regional marketing director. And I'm going to tell you that this is what we are going to be strongly pointing folks to, assuming they have financial people. And anybody on a monthly subscription or making a package purchase that they can't afford to pay. But the regional marketing director is really when we start to maximize the compensation plan. Half of these business, half of these business, 150, half of these business, half of these business, only take care of the half of these business, 150. Okay? By the way, with that, you're going to get $5. Look at that. So you're going to get $5 in the lifestyle, okay? So you are RDD, regional marketing director. All right, first generation, 10% commissions, 10% in credits. Now, let's just look at this example where you had someone that made a $5,000 purchase. If you were to give it, you got 3% for $150. You got credits. So those credits are not allowed for you to get if you were a director, tax over business, $20 a month, you got a 5% commission. So you made $250, and you got 250 credits. If you were a senior director, same purchase from your referral, now you got 7%. So $350 in commission, $350 in credits. And if you were a regional marketing director at 100 MPV, you got $500 in commissions and 500 credits. So are you starting to see why this is what we're going to be strongly pointing folks towards? Obviously giving our disclaimers and our disclosures and so on and so forth so that they don't feel like that they have to go out and make a purchase of something that doesn't make sense for their household financially. Okay? All right, so I want every one of you, when the gates open, go on and start preparing now, $100 a month, to start to really maximize and get there sooner rather than later. Okay? All right. On the second level, second generation, you get 4%. You get 4% commissions, 4% in credits. So it's really matching credits. Now you pick up a third level. You pick up a third level. You pick up a third level. And there is a 1% commissions and 1% in credits. Now, I want to share with you how powerful this is, okay? We had a number of people in our previous enterprise that were over 100,000, what we would call credits now. We had quite a few over 250,000 credits. We had a few over 500,000 credits. We had a couple that I know of in my personal referral tree, where I personally referred, in the 9 to 1.5 million credit range. Okay? Now, I want you to imagine, through the process of time and all these credits starting to build up, okay? I want you to imagine in time someone is on your third level. Third generation. You referred Joe. Joe referred to Cynthia. Cynthia refers Ramona. Ramona goes hog wild. Ramona builds a credit pool of 100,000 credits. That night, she's awarded like you're rewarded, whatever reward per credit. In this example, it was 0.0156. She's awarded 1,560 lifestyle dollars. If she decides that she wants to give all those away, because she's in credit building mode, she's building her credit. I like that. She's building her credit, okay? And you get 1% of that? What is that? I think $15.60 for the night, and you pick up another $15.60 in credits. I want you to think how powerful that could be. And it might not be one person, Ramona. You might be overriding on your third level. You could be overriding 500,000 credits, 1 million credits, 2, 3, 4, 5 million credits, meaning the combination of all the folks on your third level with their own credit pools, getting their lifestyle rewards for the day, and a portion of those folks are going to take those and give them away, create more credits, which generates more commissions and more credits to you. That third level is huge. All right. That's regional marketing director. National marketing director. Now, you are a national marketing director when you have the following. 1, your 100 MPV. 100 MPV. So let's say you've got Path of Least Resistance, $100 monthly subscription. And 2, you personally have referred 3 regional marketing directors. Well, let's break this down. 3 regional marketing directors. Let's break this down. What's a regional marketing director? Path of Least Resistance is someone that has 100 MPV. Okay. You see why we really want to promote the 100 MPV? So you refer 3 dudes or 3 dudettes. You refer 3 folks. John, Mary, Ramona. They're $100 a month. You're $100 MPV a month. You are now a national marketing director. That's simple. 3 referrals, 100 MPV apiece. You have 100 MPV. You are a national marketing director. Now what happens? You now get this is powerful, you get a 20% increase in your referral commissions and your credits on your personally referred purchases. Instead of 10%, you get 12%. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 20% increase. Go to your job and ask them for a 20% raise. This is a 20% raise, and all you did was you got 3 folks. So come to webinars, come to live webinars. We'll have live webinars. We'll have simulated live webinars. We'll have recorded webinars. Some of you today, I was talking with one of our teammates who is from Israel, who said, hey, as soon as this PowerPoint is out, they want to start translating it into Hebrew for their Israeli team. Someone who's Russian wants to start doing Russian webinars or conference calls. Someone who is Hispanic wants to start doing Russian, Spanish calls and/or webinars. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so honored that we got such quality folks as part of our following. Not to mention, folks are going to start teaching some of their marketing skill sets. I'm talking today with a gentleman who has, I think, like 14,000 folks, I think is what he said, in his LinkedIn following. Folks that have thousands of folks in their Facebook following, clean Twitter with hundreds of thousands of folks in their Twitter. So it doesn't matter who your sponsor is. I promise you, if you follow, we'll lead. I promise you that. I promise you that. Doesn't matter who your sponsor is. We know the laws of the universe. We want to help you win. Doesn't matter who your sponsor is. Want to see you win. See, if you win, I know I'll win. The more people we help win, the more my lovely wife and our family will win. Okay, here we go. 12%. 12%. First generation. 5% on your second generation. I think that's a 25% increase on that second level. You say, well, wait a minute, it's only 1%. No, you do the math. That's a 25% bump in your income on the second level. Third level, 1%. 12, 5, and 1. What happens if you are a national marketing director? You have someone that makes a $12,500 purchase. I'm just curious to see what that looks like. I know that before, when I was with the previous venture, I'd have made $1,250. I'm just curious. Times 12%, $1,500. And 1,500 reward credits. Wow. Wow. Say it with me. Say it with me. So I want to hear you through the muted out lines. Wow. 5% on the second level. 1% on the third level. Let's get through these, and we will call it a night. We'll do an optional Q&A. Senior, now everything I'm sharing with you is going to be in PowerPoint form. When we start doing our live webinars, you know, I'm going through a lot of detail. This is training. We're not going to go through this type of detail when we're doing a live webinar, when we're doing a presentation webinar for our guests. We'll give them enough so that they can see why they need to get back to the person who referred them and go on and engage right now. And then when they, in our global internet form, the portal that we are converting so that it is a gofunplaces hub for our following, doesn't matter who your sponsor is, then we'll have videos that go more in depth. Some people are very analytical and they want to see everything. They want to see every penny, how it all works. Then there's some folks like my very dear buddy Ed, Boomy Moore. Well, she wants to have fun, and you know, she may not spend all the time learning all the details. Then pay me and pay me well, and let me go have fun, help a lot of folks, and go have some more fun. So we want to design our training and what have you, so it doesn't matter. Somebody's very detail oriented, they want to really know all the, you know, turn every rock upside down, they can do that. And those who don't need as much, okay, they'll get what they need. Okay? All right, so here we go. Senior Vice President. SVP, Senior Vice President. All right. You got 100 monthly personal volume. Say, call it $100 a month. You got four personally referred RMDs. Now remember what's that? They're at 100 monthly personal volume. You got four. You got four that you personally refer now that are RMDs. And now you've got three that are NMDs. Okay, so what does that mean? You referred three additional to your four RMDs. You referred three who referred three, and they're all RMDs. You referred three who referred three, and those three you referred to RMDs, $100 a month, and their three are RMDs, $100 a month. Now, listen, the compensation plan tells you what you should be doing. And what this compensation plan is saying is you can make a lot of money. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that, buddy. You can make money, Joe Average. You can make money, Sue Average. All right? You can make money simply by placing your ad, getting some customers, every 100 days or so, having a couple paid customers, or as your credit totals build, having a little, some sales. Don't worry about that part there. We're going to give you our strategy once we get to that point, so don't even worry about that, okay? But remember, I said, Joe Average, you don't have to stay Joe Average. Tim Lamont Silver Sr., when he first got in this industry, was working 6300 East Independence Boulevard, Charlotte, North Carolina for Pizza Hut. I promise you, I was Joe Average. Struggled the first 5 years in this industry. I kept at my craft. 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 Did not have the internet then. Didn't have someone who could teach me Twitter. Didn't have someone who could teach me Facebook. Didn't have someone who could teach me LinkedIn. Didn't have someone who could teach me how to build a list. You're going to have that. Now, it might not be me teaching it, because I'm going to be a student like you. Joe Average, stick with it. I promise you, Joe, Sue Average, if you follow, I promise you will lead. Put a little work in, put a little elbow grease in. And let's get you to National Marketing Director. Let's get you to Senior Vice President. Let me show you what happens when you're SVP, Senior Vice President. By the way, that might look pretty good on a business card, you're Senior Vice President. Yeah. The SVP. There you go. First level, 12%. Second level, 5%. Third level, 1%. Uh-oh. Fourth level, 1%. Uh-oh. Fifth level, 1%. Let me tell you what the compensation plan told me to do. It said, hey, find 7 key people. 4 that I get to R&D, 3 that I get to NMD, and I'm an SVP. Wow. 12, 5, 1, 1, 1. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? But anything on your third level, see on your third level, you'll probably have a lot more people on your third level than you have on your first. Could you imagine in time 1 million credits that you're overriding on your third level? Maybe 2 million credits. Maybe, remember, I had one dude that I was overriding. One dude, 1.4 million. And he didn't get credits as he was getting commissions. If he had been getting credits as he was getting commissions, he could have easily made over 2 million. That was one dude. This is a team effort. And what about that fourth? And what about that fifth? And you're not just getting commissions, you're getting credits, commissions and credits, commissions and credits, commissions and credits, commissions and credits. And let's finish with this. Presidential. Here we go. I was about to make a political comment, but then my buddy in Vegas would probably get me for saying that, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to leave that alone. Presidential. Here we go. 100 MPV. You're 100 MPV. Let's call it $100 a month. And you have 5 NMDs. All right, let's refresh ourselves. What is a national marketing director? A national marketing director is someone who has 100 MPV, and they have produced 3
RMDs. So now what is the compensation plan telling us to do here? The compensation plan is telling us to get a core group of folks and work with them. Hear me. Get a core group of folks and work with them. So what we want to do is assist you in working with your core group of folks, because we know that not all of you are going to be presenters. So we'll have live webinars. I'm sure the company will have conference calls and webinars also, but we'll have live webinars, presentation style. This is not presentation. This is training. This is training. Our presentation webinars aren't going to be 2-hour webinars. This is training. This is training. We'll have live webinars, one. We'll have live simulated webinars where people will be able to go multiple times a day. It's going to look and feel like a live webinar, but it's really recorded, but it looks like a live webinar. It gives that sense and feel of a live webinar, because we know that when we drive people to a live event or a simulated live event, that the numbers come. And then we'll also have recorded webinars, so that we'll be able to be leveraged 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, plus whatever your skill sets are, or whatever other teammates of your skill sets are. What in the world just happened? I don't know what just happened. All right, give us a moment. I don't know why I got that green there, but we'll try to work around it. Okay. All right. 5 NMDs. So 5 folks that you personally refer that beget 3. 5 that beget 3. 5 that beget 3. 5 that beget 3, all with 100 MPV, and you produce 5 SVPs. Now, if you're saying, hey, I'm not good at recruiting, see, I spent the first hour talking to you with the business go-to pool. But then I want to stretch your vision. I read a book that says, in the multitude of mentors, when you have mentors in your life, then you'll find your purposes. Your purposes will be established. So we want to help mentor you. Your person who referred you wants to help mentor you. Queen Twitter in time. She's going to teach some Twitter strategies. We're going to have some folks coming on teaching some Facebook strategies. We're going to have some folks coming on maybe teaching some LinkedIn strategies. Hey, we're going to have some folks coming on teaching some strategies that they employ offline. Folks that will do home parties and travel parties and do the hotel shindigs. We're going to lay a buffet of techniques and methods for you. You come in the buffet and you find out what works with your personality, what works with your time. No excuses, ladies and gentlemen. If we can have a couple in their 70s generating over $6,000 a week in a previous enterprise, I believe in you, Joe Average. I believe in you, Susie Average. Okay. Remember, an SVP, these are 5 that have 4 RMDs. So now we're tap rooting. Now we're teaching to build an organization, Not just recruiting wide, building an organization. And then they were also, an SVP has 3 NMDs. Now, when you get the presidential, I didn't say yes. When you get the presidential, didn't say yes. When you get Joe Average, you're not Joe Average now, you're Joe Star, you're Joe Superstar. When you get to presidential, you've got a strong team, because now you've got duplication going through your organization. See, an NMD, National Marketing Director, they had 3 folks at $100 a month themselves. A Senior Vice President has 4 a Senior Vice President has 3 NMDs and 4 RMDs. So when you produce 5 Senior Vice Presidents, you've got a very strong team. Now look at this. This is why I said last night, for those of you who said, hey, can I sponsor my spouse? And I said, you know what? The company will probably have a policy that says no stacking. But when you understand, you really want to max out. I want to focus on a position. I want to focus on that one position and get that position to presidential. Because now this is what happens as we start the round 3rd. Appreciate your time, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate your time. I don't take it for granted. First level, 12%. commissions and credits. Second level, 5%. Third level, 1%. Fourth level, 1%. Fifth level, 1%. Sixth level, 1%. I believe what could happen on that sixth level, what could happen on that fifth level, could be far bigger than what happens on this first level in time. I believe what happens on this fifth level and what happens on this sixth level can be far bigger, smaller percentages, but on a much larger amount of volume. And not only are we talking about affiliate purchases, we're talking about sixth-level commissions or sixth-level credits when someone on your sixth level has a customer purchasing a condo vacation, a customer purchasing a cruise vacation, a customer using lifestyle dollars, going in a lifestyle mall, and credits from those purchases also travel up and meet you. So ladies and gentlemen, someone asked me today, Lamont, if you were to compare this compensation plan with the compensation plan that allowed you and your leadership team to build 400,000 affiliates in 17 months and multiple people making 6 figures a month, how does this compensation plan compare, this being gofunplaces, to the previous one? I'll let you decide. I think you know my answer. I'll let you decide. I got paid 10 and 5. 10% on the first level, 5% on the second level from referral purchases. I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Go on and start opening up your questions box so we can address your questions. We're about to move into it's amazing. Has anybody fallen off the webinar?
William Brazil, my buddy from Greensboro, North Carolina, and I believe in you. I'm gonna be so excited when you go across the stage as presidential. Zeke and Jerry Stewart, you know how much I love you. You know how much I adore you. I mean, such a special couple. When you guys walk across as presidential, when you walk across the stage as a presidential, Bernetta and Benici, you, Tillman, I can't pronounce your first name, Tyrone, Trudy, Todd, Theodore, Tasha. I'm just in the T's. I'm trying to get beyond the T's. Shelly, Sheila, Shah, Sharon, Sean, Sandy, Rhonda, Rod, Rick. Put your questions in the questions box. RK, Paul, Philip, Nancy, Burl, Mom, belief in you if you got to right now. Burl, Queen's belief in you if you got to right now. Burl, my buddy Vince's belief out of Vegas in you if you got to right now. But doggone it, let's create the dream and live the lifestyle, my heavens. Let's impact our families. Let's impact the families of people we love. Let's impact the families of folks that have not yet come into our lives but are destined to be drawn to us because we got the right heart to impact other people's lives. And when you help enough people get what they want, what you want finds you, tracks you down. I've been amazed at the people I'm talking to now that found me. I know them. The talent that's coming to our team, oh my gosh, amazes me. Okay, so now let's get into optional Q&A. We will be back here tomorrow night. We will talk about other parts of the compensation plan tomorrow night. And you can use the same login information, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I would certainly have you to log on a little bit early. Dog, I got rid of it, so let's put it here. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'd have you to log on. We had folks on 20 minutes early. Now, you might want to do that because, again,
we are having far more people registered for our webinars than what we actually have space for. You can have people go to joinwebinar.com. Webinar ID is 326-099-074. Join webinar. Webinar ID 326-099-074. I would tweet that. I would Facebook that. I would LinkedIn that. I would email that. Also make sure that when you do that, you also send out your personal gofunplaces referral link. You're building a genealogy. We should be going into pre-launch any day now. If it can happen as early as this week. I know they're pushing for that to happen this week. Just be mindful. We're also dealing with technology, so if it bleeds over to next week, we're going to be big boys and big girls about that. But yeah, I know they're pushing really hard to bring up the sites. You'll be able to see your genealogy. You'll be able to start purchasing packages. Maybe as early as tomorrow, we may actually start talking about that as we get through some of the compensation pieces, okay? All right, so let's go in our question box, see what questions we have, see what we can assist you with. I would like to keep the questions related to what we've discussed on this evening, okay? So let me go through and see what we have here. Okay. Bear with me. David Wolf, someone's asking, will there be some grace on qualifications until the e-commerce mall is fully stocked? David, I'm hearing. Now, please understand, David, don't pin me in the corner on this one, okay? Because there's still a lot of things that are in development. What I'm hearing as it relates to, let's say, like the customer, the paying customer qualification every 100 days, I'm hearing that your initial 90 days, I think, will maybe grandfathered in. So if that's what your question is, or hopefully that answers your question, I'm hearing there's going to be a grace period on that. Now, as it relates to when we purchase the packages, we're going to have founders packages any day now. Once they open up pre-launch, there's going to be founders packages. Now, as a founder, because you are making that purchase and everything has it fully launched, you're going to get some incentives to make those purchases during the founders period. We'll talk a little bit more about that maybe tomorrow, certainly by Thursday. Now, I don't know what grace period there will be with those, because obviously, like today, someone Skyped me and they wanted to see if a friend of theirs could take a condo excursion. I don't know if they're going to be able to or not. I don't know if that's going to be available, if Randall or Mike would make that available on a case-by-case basis. I don't know. So I don't fully know the answer to your question, David, but we'll try to get an answer for you, okay? Someone's asking me, when I say middleman, I was talking about, I think, the manufacturing part, and they said, well, when you say middleman, are you talking about a travel agent? One, I want you to understand, none of us are going to be travel agents, okay? Unless you are already in that field and you happen to be a travel agent. They're not turning us into travel agents. What I was speaking of specifically, Tracy, there was the vision as it relates to the lifestyle mall, to the e-commerce mall, is that in time there are going to be certain products and or services that we may have a direct deal with the manufacturer. When you go and you buy something from Best Buy, you're not buying it from the manufacturer. There were a lot of different chains in that distribution channel, and with each chain going straight from the factory to, wherever else it goes and wherever else it goes and finally to the retailer, there's all these areas of profit that go along in there. So by the time we pay, $1,000 or $2,000 for some big electronic gadget, that may have only cost from the manufacturing standpoint, it could have cost less than $100. All right, but by the time it gets to us, we paid $2,000 as an example. Now, one of the things that they're working on are some of the manufacturing relationships where certain products and or services can come into our system, and some of them may be the private label. Maybe there's a laptop that has gofunplaces on it as opposed to Toshiba, as an example, okay? But many of the parts it could be the same parts, could be the same machines, just a different sticker on it. And we shared on last evening, even in our industry, the network marketing MLM industry, if I'm a nutrition, there's a good chance that my bottle of juice is being manufactured by the same company that's manufacturing another company's bottle of juice. All right? And so we're going to have certain relationships. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen when we first open the doors, but we're going to have certain relationships, and at least that's what the vision is, where there's going to be products that's going to be in the mall that consumers may actually get cheaper than what they could going to the normal retail outlets, plus being able to apply lifestyle dollars, which makes that even a better deal for them. Why? Drives consumer activity. And in those cases, if they're dealing directly with the manufacturer, they're much bigger margins, much bigger profit margins the company has to work with. So that's what I meant by the middleman. Okay? Give me a moment. Gotcha. Okay. Give me a moment. All right. Great question, Gwendolyn. How long does it take to get credits after you make your initial purchase of your package? As long as it takes, Gwendolyn, to give your samples away. So if you have customers already in place, you already started to develop customers, or by that time, again, we'll have some sources that you'll be able to leverage to get customers. You're going to start learning grassroots ways to start to generate customers as well, offline, so online, offline, so on and so forth. So just as soon as we can register customers, Gwendolyn, and we've got the products to give to them, and again, even when I'm talking about getting physical lifestyle club cards, you can give a physical card away, or you can simply have them to go to your site and register electronically, just like, what many of you are used to before. And the moment you give those lifestyle dollars and or lifestyle cards away, those generate credits. And so as simple as it was in a previous enterprise, it'll be that simple. It'll be that simple. What's the difference then, Tiwaman? The product. The product is the difference. The product is the difference. Okay? Give me a moment. Barbara, do the 156 lifestyle dollars in the example that we showed. We showed the example of 10,000 credits, and those credits earned a reward that day of 0.056 per credit. And so Barbara is asking, do those lifestyle dollars, give me a moment, I'm sorry. Let me try to find it as a point of reference. Okay, so we were right here. Barbara's asking, do those 156 lifestyle dollars have to be used by the customer before you get credit? The answer is no. No. You just have to give the customer the lifestyle dollars. If you're giving away a sample, we can't make someone buy, but we can give them samples. And if the sample is good enough, if the product is strong enough, and we give enough of the samples away, then the laws of probability will start to kick in. Now, I don't know what the ratios are going to be. I don't know if 10% of the people that give samples are going to actually wind up being purchasers. We won't know that for a while. That's going to have to be with the law of large numbers. We'll start to get some law of averages. And I'm sure that there's some really smart folks, smarter than me, that maybe on the other side of the webinar that will find ways to generate some type of analytics so we can figure all that good stuff out. Okay? But Barbara, the moment you have folks register and they receive your lifestyle dollars or your lifestyle club card, doesn't mean they've gone to a condo yet. Doesn't mean they booked a condo. Doesn't mean they went in and bought anything yet. You'll get credits. Now, there will be that qualification that we need to have 2 paying customers every 100 days or so. Now, let me tell you why that's so huge. And forgive me for not bringing this out, okay? That company where we built, where we had a team of over 400,000 affiliates, and that was just on our team. I'm told that the company on total had over 2 million affiliates. Now, were all of these affiliates active? No. I'm told, and I don't know the real number, so I'm giving you secondhand, could be 20 secondhand, could be 220 secondhand information. I'm told that of the 2 million affiliates, 500,000 were active. You take any company in this space, if 25% of their active, of their registered folks that join, remember, even there, people could have joined as free affiliates. A lot of people joined as free affiliates, never necessarily upgraded, okay? So to have 25% active is a huge deal. Now see, the regulators came in and said, hey, there's not enough product movement. Now I want you to see this. If every 100 days you had 2 customers, and guys, we're talking about a customer that spends a minimum of $20. That's why I referenced my Aunt Barbara. So if I'm not good at getting customers, I can get my Aunt Barbara to go in with some lifestyle dollars and buy something that's going to net $20. I can do that. You can do that. You will do that. And then you're going to learn different skill sets, because if you follow, we lead. And guess what? If you don't follow, we're still going to lead, and we'll just lead some other folks to follow. Look at this, 1 million customers. Well, wait a minute, 100 days in a calendar year, that's 6 customers apiece. So look at this. 6 customers, paying customers. I'm going to give you some strategies. It's going to be real simple. When you hear the strategy, you're going to say, oh, don't worry about no customers. You're not worried about paying customers. That was bad English. My mama might be on the webinar. She may get me. I ain't worried about no customers. That was horrible. I'm sorry, Mom. Look at this. That would have been 3 million. 3 million outside customers. If they just spent $20 a piece, that would have been $60 million in outside customer revenue. Just $20 a piece. What gofunplaces did is they looked at the models of revenue sharing. They said, what's good about it? What can we expand upon? But more importantly, Mr. Consultant, Mr. Attorney, based on what you have seen the regulators were concerned about, what do we need to do from day one so that this can stand the regulatory test? It can pass the regulatory test, okay? All right. Give me a moment. We won't be able to get to all questions, but again, this is all optional. Still several hundred of you here, so it's good to see that you guys are sticking around and taking this business very seriously. Obviously, if folks had to go, that doesn't mean they didn't take it seriously. They just had to go. Okay, all right. Is there going to be a limit to the number of lifestyle dollars you can give to a customer? Let me tell you what I'm hearing. Is that Marvia? Forgive me if I pronounced it wrong, Marvia. Marvia, what I'm hearing. Now, please keep in mind, I'm giving you my disclaimers and my disclosures here. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. So this could be different by the time the company launches or what have you. What I'm hearing is that you'll be able to give away 1,000 lifestyle dollars to a customer. However, a customer will not be able to use any more than 200 lifestyle dollars on any one product. And typically the 200 is going to apply to, let's say, like a condo excursion or a cruise. Okay? Now, further, there are going to be other products. When they go into the lifestyle mall, chances are they won't be able to use a $200 lifestyle dollars unless they were making a much larger purchase, $400, $500, $600 purchase. You know, maybe there's some maybe there's some type of electronic, maybe it's an iPad, as an example, okay? Or maybe it's a Coach bag, $500 Coach bag, lifestyle, okay? Maybe it's a set of golf clubs, all right? So if someone's purchasing a $100 watch, even if they have 200 lifestyle dollars, they're not going to be able to apply 200 lifestyle dollars or even 100 lifestyle dollars to that $100 watch. There'll be a certain ratio. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a standard. It probably won't be a standard. We might see a 20, 25% as kind of a big, or maybe 15% to 20% as kind of an average amount of you applying lifestyle dollars. In other words, $100 item, I can apply maybe $15 or $20 or $25 as an example. There'll be some products that will have razor thin margins. Let's say Apple products, chances are they're not going to allow you to apply huge amounts of lifestyle dollars because Apple doesn't give a lot of price breaks. So, but they'll put some Apple products in there because there's a demand for Apple products, all right, getting people into the mall. Or even the auction piece that we haven't talked about, getting people to the auction. Each product will have its amount of lifestyle dollars that can be used. So here's the thing. You can give 1,000 lifestyle dollars to a customer, so I'm hearing, but they can't go and apply those 1,000 lifestyle dollars to a $799 condo excursion. They can apply up to $200. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? I'm up further on hearing that lifestyle dollars will have a 30-day shelf life. They'll have 30 days, what I'm hearing, 30 days to use those lifestyle dollars. Now, that's important because that incentivizes them to go on and use those lifestyle dollars. Go on and take action. I would imagine that if they don't use it within 30 days, that the chances of them using it diminishes and diminishes and diminishes. So I can tell you, I don't know how the system is going to be set up. I'm probably not going to want to give John 1,000 lifestyle dollars on day one. Give him a couple hundred, give Mary a couple hundred, give Susan a couple hundred. Obviously, I want to give away as many of the lifestyle dollars, all the lifestyle dollars, and the card, so I can go on and generate those credits from my credit pool. But I really want John to use the lifestyle dollars. I'd like him to get 200 this month and use all of them or some of them, and then come back and give him 200 next month. So it'd be great if he really gets it, and he's going in, and I give him 1,000 lifestyle dollars over a 5-month stretch, and for 5 months he went in and used all or a portion of them, and he transacted and transacted and transacted and transacted. Okay? Okay, give me a moment. Bob, I think we just answered your question. The number of lifestyle dollars that you can give away looks like it's going to be 1,000 per customer, but no more than 200 lifestyle dollars can be used on any one product. And then there'll be a lot of products that those limits will be set even lower. Maybe $20 for this $100 item, so on and so forth. Bob, good to see you, buddy. How you living it out there in Hawaii? How many customers do we need on a daily basis? That's going to depend on how many lifestyle dollars you want to give away, or how many lifestyle club cards you want to give away. When we leverage a third-party system, and I can tell you that I'm already having discussions with that third-party system. The company can't promote a third-party system where our following, we were never concerned about having customer registrations. We had plenty of customer registrations. Now, we do want to have customers now converting into paid customers, and there's going to be things that we will look to do outside of purchasing customer registrations to hopefully convert people into buying customers. But we've already begun our conversations with that group that provided third-party sources. I mean, listen. Again, I had a dude on the team that had 1.4 million what we would call credits in our system. We were talking about generating in this system here. We were talking about him generating like 20,000 lifestyle dollars a night. Okay, that's a lot. So he had to have a lot of customer registrations to give those away. That was never an issue. That was never an issue. Okay. Oh, my wife was on the webinar, and she was saying, you know, when I was saying how she said that my presentation was horrible. That's what she said. I didn't say that. That's what she said. She was putting in the webinar, yeah, babe, it was bad. I love you too, Snook, if you're still out there. Is there any advantage to registering customers before you receive the lifestyle dollars and the lifestyle cards? There will be when we have the lifestyle dollars and the lifestyle cards. Meaning, for instance, I'm not going to wait until October 14th when the company launches to start getting customers, unless there's no way for me to register those customers. All right, but what we may wind up doing, Gwendolyn, is building a list of folks that are going to want lifestyle dollars and lifestyle club cards. So just as soon as they are available and they can register, we quickly get people registered and we quickly give away the lifestyle dollars and the lifestyle club cards, and we quickly generate credits. Okay, now let's say that we're launched. Okay, you're bringing on Paula. Paula wants to make a purchase of a package. All right, well, it may take a couple of days for her to set everything up, set up her pay-to system, so on and so forth. So in the interim, what do we want Paula doing? We want her getting some customer registrations. And whether that is from her Facebook, her Twitter, her efforts, or whether that's her leveraging a third-party system that we'll be introducing to our audience. And then there'll be other third-party systems, I'm sure, that will pop up. Some of those third-party systems made a ton of money, so there's going to be third-party systems that's going to want to. Now, the company can't promote them, but I'm not the company. I'm an affiliate like you are. Okay? Okay. Is there going to be a cap on the reward credits? I am not hearing about any caps. I am not hearing about caps on the reward credit. Well, why not? Because so much of our credit balances are going to be based on performance, our earnings. One of the reasons, see, this is important, and I didn't bring it out enough probably when we talked about it. This right here, when you refer someone and the company rewarded you with commissions and with credits, why was that so important? Okay, here's what the regulator said about a company that had a revenue sharing model that many of you are familiar with. They said, wait a minute. If John comes aboard and he doesn't have a lot of money, he makes a $100 purchase. Susan comes aboard, she makes a $10,000 purchase. They did the same thing. They placed an ad a day. Susan made a whole lot more money than John did. And the regulator said, that looks like, smells like, sounds like an investment. Now, we can disagree with that all day long, but the regulator's bigger than you and me. They make the rules, not you and me. So what Mike Triggers and what Randall Williams and what their team of consultants and attorneys designed was a compensation plan that rewards performance. We still get commissions, but we also get reward credits. So John may not have the resources to make a large purchase, but he rolls up his sleeves, she rolls up her sleeves, and whether they get affiliates joining making purchases or whether they become good customer gatherers. I was in a company, we had a nutritional company, and there was a lady named Beverly. Great person. Absolutely love Beverly. She's just great people. Now, she wasn't good at recruiting affiliates, but boy, she could unload that product. I mean, she had folks left and right, right and left, left and right, buying the product. She had a problem converting them from a customer to an affiliate. Well, I talked about the referral side here. What I didn't talk about here as much is with these levels of referral commissions also comes somebody on your fourth level having a customer going into the lifestyle mall, customer making a purchase from the condo engine or a cruise excursion, and that purchase generating credits. I didn't talk about that part. So, Luna, I don't believe there are going to be any caps because the credits are earned. They're not just purchased. As a matter of fact, let me take the just out. They're not purchased. This is one of the reasons why I believe that when you look at, and I know you guys can't see it now, and I was told not to distribute this particular PowerPoint that I'm looking at that you guys are not seeing because it wasn't ready for the field just yet. And I want to make sure it's very important that I keep a great relationship with Mike and with Randall, so I don't want to betray that trust, okay? In time, in just a few days, I talked to Mike today, the PowerPoint should be going out to the field in just a few short days, okay? All right. When you see the PowerPoint, you're going to see again all the breakdowns. What we covered tonight were the breakdowns of the different positions. But Luna, I don't believe there's going to be any caps because they want to reward activity. And so you can have a ton of sales, a ton of product sales going through your system. Remember, in time, we're going to have a lot of products in that lifestyle mall at great pricing and the lifestyle dollars. So I don't think they want to cap that potential. So I'm not hearing any caps. And they don't believe that they need caps from a regulatory standpoint because we'll be earning these credits as opposed to simply making a purchase and, treating things like an investment. By the way, what I want to establish without following with the culture is this is not an investment. We're not going to go get John because we think John has some money and he's going to make a large purchase like an investment. Now, if John wants to build a business, he doesn't have to be a great recruiter of affiliates, all right, but he's willing to do the work. This is why I don't want this stuff about hiring someone to place your ads. That kind of stuff is just begging for problems. Because what you do, if you tell people, hey, hire this company to place your ad, you're telling them to be passive. You're telling them not to treat this like a business. And then we create this culture of, I threw money at it. I had someone else $10 a month to place my ad. I ain't have to do jack, and I made money. And that becomes problematic, ladies and gentlemen. That becomes problematic. Okay? I think by now we really have learned that we have to protect the goose that lays the golden egg. Okay, gotcha. All right. Larry Walker, do you get a car as a VP or presidential? There is a car bonus. No, I'm sorry, it's not a car. There is a, what do they call it? A lifestyle bonus pool. They haven't released all of the details of that, but assuming that you qualify for that lifestyle bonus pool, I don't know what those qualifications are. You could earn a $750 Mercedes car payment. or you could earn a dream vacation reward. Again, I don't have all the details on that. Give me a moment. Okay. By the way, just got a text there from principal owner, Randall Williams. Hey, Randall. Okay, so that was a question about a car bonus. All right, guys, we're going to give it another 11 minutes. We're going to call it a night at the top of the hour, which will be midnight my time. Let's see here. Amazing how many of you folks are still here. Can you make an additional package purchase of $12,500? Let me tell you what I'm hearing about that, Ken. I'm hearing that you'll be able to make multiple package purchases. There'll be some type of tracking, internal tracking that the company will have. From a regulatory standpoint, this is very important because in any company where you can have some inventory, let's say if you're buying nutritional products, you know, you have to distribute or sell or whatever terminology you want to use a certain percentage of those products before you buy more. And the reason that is because the regulators want to make sure that you're not what they call front loading. In other words, you're just buying a bunch of stuff to participate in the compensation plan with no intent of distributing those products. Okay, so this is why we don't want garage qualifying where John's got $50,000 and he buys 12-5 packages, 12-5 packages, 12-5 packages, 12-5 packages. There's going to be some internal tracking systems. Obviously, nobody gets credits by simply purchasing a package. All right, nobody gets credits because you simply purchased a package. You had to at least register customers, give those samples away. Ultimately, we're hoping that a good number of those are going to wind up being paying customers as well. Now, what Randall has said is you'll be able to purchase multiple packages. He says he probably won't allow you to purchase multiple 12-5 packages. But let's say you purchased a 12-5 package today, because there's certain values, there's certain value added in purchasing that package. You get a certain amount of lifestyle club cards. You get a certain amount of lifestyle dollars. He said he probably won't let you do multiple 12-5, but if you did 12-5 and you gave those away, and that can be shown through the tracking systems, and if you want to come back and then order maybe a $5,000 package, or maybe I don't know exactly what the denominations they will allow you to do, yes, you'll be able to do that. Now, let me tell you why that's important for us to note. Okay, that's important for us to note because in a previous experience, the maximum purchase was $10,000. Now, we want to make sure that people utilize this right, do this right. But what happens if you refer someone and they make the max 12-5 and they do the business right, they do what's right to protect the goose that lays the golden egg, and now they are ready to purchase a $5,000 package? That's another nice commission. And then also remember, Ken, that they're going to be getting lifestyle dollars as their reward daily anyway. So if they take those lifestyle dollars as their daily reward, and they take a portion of those lifestyle dollars and they give those away, remember, you can only, I won't say only, but you can request a maximum of 60% of your daily reward to go into actual cash. So that means that's going to be 40% left in lifestyle dollars that you're going to give away anyway. So, yes, you can make other purchases. They probably won't let us purchase 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, but maybe it's 12-5 and then come back and do 7,500 and come back and do 5,000 or what have you, okay? Oh, DJ, DJ has a travel party. He's saying, can I register customers and affiliates from the same computer using the same IP address? That was a challenge that they were challenged with because this particular business really does lend itself to having travel parties, home parties, fun get-togethers, so on and so forth. Boy, that's going to be fun. For those of you that decide you want to market that way, I believe that you can own your local area and then branch out from there. I might even do some of that. And I've been, doing webinars the past 3 years. I haven't done meetings much, since we've been doing webinars, but I'm tempted myself. I may very well, start doing some parties here or there. But in any event, they were challenged with that because one of the things is you want to be able to show Mr. Regulator when he comes knocking on the door that, affiliates weren't sitting out there at their home computer just registering all these fake customers, that these aren't fake customers. And they beat their head, and then they had a think tank, and out of that think tank came, why don't we develop a Facebook app? So that, DJ, when someone's at your travel party, your home party, and right now you want them to take action right now, that they log in the site through their Facebook, because it's got a unique, email and password and what have you, and that they can register from their Facebook. So, I don't know if that Facebook app will be available immediately, but I know that's something that they are going to be working on, to get that done so we will be able to have travel parties, my understanding, and ultimately in time on those travel parties, people will be able to immediately go on and get lifestyle dollars, get lifestyle club cards. Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you something. All right, you guys who stuck around, good number of you stuck around. Let me tell you one of my strategies. Okay. All right. So I know I need to have customers, right? I need to have some paying customers. I know that I want to give lifestyle dollars to non-affiliates. So I get full credit. If I give lifestyle dollars to an affiliate, I will get half credit. One lifestyle dollar will equal 50 cents, 2 lifestyle dollars will equal 1 credit if I give it to an affiliate. 2 lifestyle dollars equals 2 credits if I give it to a customer. So, DJ, follow me here. You're doing a travel party. People are excited. They're not affiliates yet. So how about you have them register as a customer? So you can give them a full complement of lifestyle dollars while you get the full complement of credits. Because don't we want them to be a satisfied customer anyway? And so many of my other business enterprises, when I first started in this industry, I started off with a company called Primerica Financial Services and then moved over to a company called World Marketing Alliance where we marketed life insurance and mutual funds and things of that nature. Most of my affiliates were clients first, customers first. So think about this, DJ. If I know, now obviously if somebody just connects with me on YouTube or connects with me on Facebook and I don't really know them and they're ready to go on right now, okay, go on and become an affiliate. But let's say that this is a relationship that we've been kind of massaging. Maybe this person gives me a call. Maybe this person gives me a Skype. Maybe this person sends me an email and says, hey, I want to align with you instead of just going directly to my site. Okay, John, I'd love to have you, but I want you to be a customer first. I want you to experience that first. And then just as soon as I have you as a customer, then we can go on and get you enrolled as an affiliate. Now, what just happened? John's a customer. I can give him lifestyle dollars as a customer. As a customer, I can give him lifestyle dollars, get full credit. As a customer, he can now take those lifestyle dollars, go into the mall. That may further encourage him to not only come aboard as the affiliate, but now he sees what we have. An educated consumer, hear me, consumes more. An educated consumer consumes more, and I think that bodes even stronger when you're doing an offline travel party, DJ. Think about it. You've got 5 folks at the party, and you say, hey, for everyone that says, hey, I want to be an affiliate, I'm going to give you $200 lifestyle dollars right now. I'm going to going to give you 200 lifestyle. I'm going to have you register as a customer. I'm going to give you 200 lifestyle dollars right now. You'll be able to go into the lifestyle malls. If there's something you want to pick up, go in and pick it up. And now, you see how you just created a paying customer? You see that? You see that? You see that? If you need a couple paying customers every 100 days, and those of you that decide you want to do some things offline with a travel party, this is going to be so simple to get. That's not even going to be an issue. It's not even going to be an issue. I'll do it online. Someone on Facebook, hey, listen, tell you what, you want to come and join with me? I want you to be a customer of mine. I'm going to give you 200 lifestyle dollars. I'm going to give you 1,000 lifestyle dollars. Let's have you as a customer first. You register as a customer. Boom. You register as a customer. I give you your lifestyle dollars. Now you can go and shop. Oh, now come over here and register as an affiliate. All right. Wow. A whole bunch of questions. All right, guys. We're not going to be able to get to all of those. Okay, let's get to this one last question. For those who live outside the U.S., and let's make sure we're getting our terminology. I mistakenly early on was saying things like leisure mall and leisure dollars. It's lifestyle mall, lifestyle dollars. Lifestyle mall, lifestyle dollars, okay? For those that live outside the U.S., are all the products going to be shipped from the U.S.? That's going to be a work in progress, okay? I'm sure there will be some items that will be drop shipped with no problem. There might be some items that may not ship out as well from the U.S. But this company is very, very committed to building a very large customer base using the affiliate model, the revenue sharing model, to help grow their customer base. So I would not be surprised, for instance, if we start seeing a lot of action coming from a certain region of the world. Like, for instance, I already know that we've got a very large Israeli team. We got, we had people on our webinar last night from China, Taiwan, and what have you. If there's a large, a large amount of transactions or sales or what have you coming from the Philippines, I wouldn't be surprised in time if they open up something where they have, better shipping to the Philippines or to Central America or what have you, okay? But just understand, that part is going to be a work in progress, all right? Carolyn, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be an issue. What I just said about DJ, you having someone become a customer, and then I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. I don't think there's going to be a time frame on that because, again, in most cases in this industry, a lot of people become customers before they become affiliates. So I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. Okay? All right, guys, a lot of questions. Don't have a chance to get to all of the questions. We will be back tomorrow night. We'll talk a little bit more about compensation. We'll try to get to as many questions as we possibly can. Guys, just know that we're so committed to your success. We are just sold out to helping you become successful. That's what drives us. That's why we do these webinars. We wouldn't do them if you weren't coming. So if you follow our promise, we will lead. Smooches to you, Cynthia. We love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. And as our gofunplaces tagline is, create the dream, live the lifestyle. And let's go fun places. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.